right, game number 2, live odds, sportsbookreview.com. Hell of a game here. Rockets and the Spurs, San Antonio, Spurs 4, 220.5 the total. Could be a matchup in the second round. I don't think the Spurs will catch the Warriors for the 1 seed, and I don't think they'll win the division. I wish they would. I got them 16-1. But in any event, the Rockets still trying to catch San Antonio. Road team has won all 3 so far. November 9th, Houston plus 10.5 won 101-99. November 12th, the Spurs were 1.5. They won 106-100, and this was a total meltdown. December 20th, Spurs were plus 1. They won 102-100. The Rockets led by 13 with 4 minutes left at home, and they blew it. All 3 games have gone under, and battle for the pace in this one. Teddy, you want to see Houston wants to go up, 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 and San Antonio wants to slow it down.
Well, sure. I mean, we've seen it very clearly in all 3 meetings. Look at the total here. We got a total of 220. And in all 3 meetings, we've seen the San Antonio Spurs control the pace by an average of more than 8 points per game against the closing number. And you talk about that battle of pace. I mean, since the All-Star break, Houston's gotten even faster. You know, the Spurs continue to play slow. And number 26 in the NBA for the full season, number 26 for the since the break for the Rockets, and number 4 for the full season, number 2. But you have to expect Houston in a grinder in this type of contest, just like the first meetings have been. And obviously, that particular pace has not necessarily suited the Rockets particularly well, especially when we talk about that meltdown. But I'll tell you what, I mean, Houston knows what they're going to get from the point guard position. The Spurs don't right now. Tony Parker stinks.
Yep, you're right. Back-to-back, they had to go overtime with New Orleans and Minnesota. How about that? They've been able to put away the T-Wolves the last 2 home games when they met the T-Wolves at home, rather. Parker only 3 of 12, 6 assists, 4 turnovers, plus 18 with him on the bench. Minus 8 with him on the floor in those games. He sat out 1 game prior to that as he was banged up. Harden post-break. I mean, I love this team. They only have 1 loss since the break with the Lou Williams trade, and that's when they couldn't buy a shot. They just was one of those off nights where nobody could shoot in the loss at home to Indiana. But look at this. The offense pre-break, 111 points per 100 possessions. Post-break, 119.6. Harden field goals per 48, 24.8 per break, 19.6 post-break. And adding Lou Williams is huge. Another guy that can score, and the number 1 guy in the league off the bench. They have number 1, number 2 with Williams and Gordon.
Yeah, I mean, call me a Rockets believer. And it's the kind of thing that's built on me and grown on me over the course of the season. You watch them play. You watch the defense. You watch their hands and how quick they are. You watch the opposing. You read the opposing quotes from coaches and players who Houston's just beaten. You say, man, maybe this team can do it. And, of course, I mean, the safest bet out there, the Rockets to finish 3rd in the West. You know, they're 5 games behind San Antonio for number 2, and they're 5 games ahead of Utah for number 4. So Houston's going to finish with the 3 seed. The question is whether the Spurs can catch Golden State with the Warriors' recent slump on this East Coast trip. And there's only a 2.5 game difference between the two right now, but, I mean, I'm with you. I don't see Golden State blowing that lead, even if they have some injury concerns with the Kevin Durant problem.
Well, we know what Pop will do. He prefers the rest over chasing the 1 seed. He's going to want these guys rested going into the playoffs. Hey guys, for the full video, go to sbrpicks.com.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our channel. Now, we've put a lot of work into producing all these free videos, so please help us out and keep all our content free for you forever by simply liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Now, not to mention, a visit to our industry-leading website will warm the hearts of all our SBR employees, especially myself. Now, the links are over there to the left, so do check those out. Thanks for watching.